You and me, let's go.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are shooting unicorn farts at each other. These are 20 hilarious joke weapons in video games. Whether they were intentionally jokey or we just found them hilarious, these weapons are so stupid, they almost don't belong in their worlds. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Skippy.
New fingerprints detected. The f***? Increasing volume by 33%.
Skippy the smart gun in Cyberpunk 2077 is hilarious due to its quirky personality and offbeat dialogue. Initially, Skippy presents itself as a friendly, overly enthusiastic AI that cracks jokes and delivers one-liners during combat. Its voice, reminiscent of a cheerful companion, contrasts sharply with the violent nature of the game. Players can even choose between two modes: People's Choice, which targets human enemies, or Stone Cold Killer, which is more ruthless. Having an Alexa attached to your handgun is undeniably funny.
Okay, I'll take you to Regina.
You are the best user I know.
Hume, I'm the only user you know. Your memory got wiped.
The kitty cannon.
How can I make this fun for me, too? Well, how about... Hell yeah!
The zany universe of Sunset Overdrive wouldn't be complete without its comical arsenal of weapons. Even with the hairspray bomb and TN Teddy, the most outrageous weapon in the game is without a doubt the kitty cannon, especially when paired with the robotic dog, Boo Boo. This cannon features Boo Boo's favourite cat toy, and together they unleash chaos on unsuspecting foes.
That was pretty cool. Let's do this, Pooch. One atomic dog bite coming right up! All right, Pooch, let's see if you can make this jump.
The ringed finger.
Maidenless runt.
Among the numerous impressive weapons in Elden Ring, the ringed finger is notable for its sheer strangeness. Admittedly, it's not the first giant finger we've seen in the game, but it is the first we can pick up and swing around. This oversized, grotesque finger flicks enemies with immense force, sending them hurtling across the battlefield. Despite being an unusual choice in a game filled with legendary swords and mythical artifacts, it proves powerful in its own right. The ringed finger's unique ability, which enlarges the finger before delivering a powerful flick, enhances the absurd, yet effective nature of this weapon. The K9000 Cyberdog Gun. In the post-apocalyptic setting of Fallout New Vegas, the K9000 Cyberdog Gun stands out for its unique combination of canine charm and deadly firepower. This weapon merged a rapid-fire machine gun with a mounted canine brain. Each shot is accompanied by the enthusiastic barking of the Cyberdog, adding an unexpectedly cute touch to the sheer bloodshed. It's a beautiful juxtaposition. It perfectly embodies the quirky and inventive spirit of the Fallout series, delivering a barrage of firepower while offering moments of canine companionship amidst the chaos. Banana Bomb.
Attack! Oh boy.
When couch co-op was as good as gaming could get, turn-based controller passing combat games dominated, and one of these was Worms. The Worms series is renowned for its comedic take on tactical warfare, and the Banana Bomb is a prime example of this. What initially looks like an ordinary piece of fruit transforms into a lethal weapon upon detonation, breaking apart into several smaller banana-shaped explosives that cause chaos on the battlefield. This blend of humor and devastation has made the Banana Bomb a beloved choice among fans, as its chaotic aftermath often leaves players grinning. Toy Spitball Gun.
Hey! You're on in 2 minutes, Mr. Green.
My name's Chuck.
Much like the Banana Bomb, the Toy Spitball Gun from Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record truly exemplifies the idea of not judging a book by its humorous appearance. Typically, it does exactly what you'd expect against the typical undead adversary, virtually nothing. However, when fired at the escaping helicopter of Terra is reality host Tyrone, it inflicts significant damage because it is categorized as a thrown object rather than a standard ineffective firearm or projectile. It's a beautiful way to cheese an otherwise annoying moment. The Shark-O-Matic. For those unfamiliar with the Saints Row series, it's like Grand Theft Auto on acid. That's all you need to know. Among the myriad of ridiculous weapons, the Shark-O-Matic stands out as perhaps the most satisfying. This wide-barreled shotgun features a fishtail for a stock and douses your target in sprays of chum. Delicious. As they stand in shock and disgust, a faint rumbling grows louder until a shark erupts from the ground, devouring them whole. Just when you thought you were safe from the most terrifying creature in the ocean, boom. Golden egg. In the original 2005 Resident Evil 4 game, the golden chicken egg could be sold for 3,000 pesetas, used to stun enemies, or eaten to fully restore health. However, as hinted at in the 2023 remake, the game takes it further by enabling players to stun antagonist Ramon Salazar and reduce 70% of his health in a single blow. The golden egg has serious power behind it, and if thrown correctly, it can cheese one of the most annoying boss fights in the game.
Watch your language, my lord.
Water pistol. Hideo Kojima's iconic series is filled with tongue-in-cheek collectibles and weapons, including risque magazines, bananas, a rocket arm, and even dolls of Mario and Yoshi. While the toy water pistol from Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, might seem like the most trivial item, it's surprisingly more tactically effective than it appears. After Venom Snake completes Mission 18 and acquires the Children's Reward key item, the water pistol can be upgraded and serves various purposes, such as extinguishing fires, intimidating guards, and stunning the Parasite unit. However, its true secretive potential is revealed in its ability to detonate mines from a distance, disable electronics, and most impressively, take down the man on fire. When something so stupid ends up having crazy useful effects, that's when a joke weapon becomes a top 20 hilarious joke weapons in video games entry. Another boom. Wooden sword. Wooden swords are among the most reused weapons in video games, almost always as a training weapon, appearing in titles like The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Little Big Planet, The Legend of Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, and Supraland, to name a few. However, none may rival the destructive power of the wooden sword in 2004's Ninja Gaiden. It's not the basic wooden sword that's impressive, rather it's what happens when it's fully upgraded. It becomes a surprisingly strong weapon that comes unexpectedly due to its beginnings. The Groovitron. In Ratchet & Clank, there are numerous tactics to defeat Dr. Nefarious, but why not add a little dance to the mix? The Groovitron is the ideal tool for enchanting groups of enemies with its catchy music. Players can toss the shiny silver orb into the sky and witness even the toughest bosses getting distracted by its funky beats. Meanwhile, Ratchet can take out powerful foes while waiting for the smaller enemies to drop once the music fades. Land Shark Gun. Who'd have thought that on this list this would be our second shark-themed weapon? The Land Shark Gun perfectly illustrates why Armed and Dangerous is considered one of the funniest comedy video games ever. As its name suggests, this weapon enables the Lionhearts to take down foes in a theatrical way. This RPG-style weapon simply needs to be loaded and aimed at an enemy before players can unleash the fury of the ocean on unsuspecting targets. A massive shark will leap from the ground and swallow the victims in mere seconds, with a comical animation depicting the enemy being devoured headfirst. The Hand Cannon. Completing the survival horror game Dead Space 2 on normal mode is no easy feat, and finishing it on hardcore mode is an extreme challenge. That's why fans are rewarded with the iconic hand cannon for their efforts after conquering the game at its highest difficulty. This comical weapon is a red foam sports glove that may seem silly, but it's actually an incredibly powerful tool with infinite ammo and high damage. Whenever players use it, Isaac humorously shouts bang 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 or pew pew pew, causing anyone in its line of fire to explode. It's undeniably powerful and undeniably hilarious. The Cluck Shot. It's delightfully unexpected to encounter one of the most unusual weapons in a serious game like Gears of War 3. Players who played Gears of War 3 may have encountered a gun named Cluck Shot, a massive grenade launcher that fires chickens. That's correct, chickens. While these explosive poultry may not be the most precise or quickest projectiles, they certainly offer some unexpected comic relief during the game's darker scenes. This joke weapon has rightfully become iconic among fans, as players will always remember the first chicken that bursts forth from the otherwise ordinary looking launcher. Fork. Released the same year as Gears of War 3, Skyrim came with its own jokey weapon, the humble fork. While the fork is quite ineffective during the base game and cannot be upgraded, it gains significant weight in the DLCs due to its compatibility with enchantments. Notably, pairing it with Paralyze allows it to immobilize an enemy for 10 seconds. You can even add chaos damage to enhance its initial impact, and although the knife benefits from these effects too, defeating enemies with a fork is much funnier and more gratifying. Frying pan. Striking people in the face with a frying pan is as funny as it gets, so the game doesn't really matter. Luckily for this entry, the game also happened to be fantastic. In Fable, if you dig it up in the orchard farm before uncovering all 6 treasure clues, it will be useless, dealing no damage and lacking any augment slots. Conversely, if you find it after discovering all the clues, the frying pan will have up to 5 slots available. When fully equipped, it becomes significantly more dangerous, adding mana or health augmentations, the experience augmentation, the sharpening augmentation, and the lightning and flame augmentations makes the weapon particularly lethal. And that was an incredibly hard sentence to say, whilst crushingly sick. Sexy beam. Silent Hill 3 features the Sexy Beam, which can only be accessed when the main character Heather Mason possesses both the Transform Costume Wand and the Heather Beam. To unlock this ability, Heather must use the wand to transform into her alter ego, Princess Heart. When equipped with the Heather Beam, it transforms into the more powerful Sexy Beam, merging the projectiles and target-seeking lasers of the Heather Beam into a single, high-impact attack, complete with flickering white hearts. Think Sailor Moon in a Silent Hill universe. The Dubstep gun. Two things I haven't thought about in years are dubstep and Saints Row. The dubstep gun is a beloved feature from Saints Row 4. Its appeal largely comes from the hilarious impact it has on crowds. As expected, the weapon unleashes waves of electronic music onto unsuspecting NPCs and foes. The songs can vary on the equipped costume, which also influences the weapon's attack speed and damage. This over-the-top firearm harnesses the power of dubstep to incapacitate enemies, which also seemed to work around 2010 in real life. The joke there is that dubstep sucks. Drop the bass. Mr. Toots.
The cultists are entrenched in the surrounding buildings.
We've got to clear them out!
Although the Red Faction franchise concluded on a disappointing note with Armageddon, it gifted players with one of the greatest joke weapons ever, Mr. Toots. This adorable unicorn fires rainbow lasers reminiscent of Nyan Cat and obliterates any enemies unfortunate enough to cross its path. What makes this weapon truly humorous isn't just the powerful rainbow laser, but Mr. Toots' distressed expression each time he unleashes those vibrant beams. His pained, screaming face adds an extra layer of comedy to an already hilarious weapon. Not a bad way for a franchise to end, but I'd have thrown Mr. Toots out for the series to have survived. Gifts.
Look where you're going.
One day, that's the best you got.
In Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, players can get their hands on gifts, which can be given to the girls that the player dates. But should you hold on to them yourself, then you have a sturdy vibrator to smack your enemies with. The other gifts players can use as weapons are dildos, canes, and flowers. All that said, don't ever bring a bouquet to a gunfight, because I promise you'll lose.
Hey, what's up with that? You and me, let's go.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.